Hey guys, so I want to do a end of year review here of the best handsets in my opinion that I've come across in 2016. We're going to divide them based upon the best value for money as well as the best like flagship level performance. So it's been quite a very manic year when it comes to smartphones. Some of them have been very innovative, delivering some nice new stuff that we've not seen before. Others have been focusing on bringing very good value for money. So we can start off with those which I think are the best value for money when it comes to like your 400 $300 kind of smartphone. So first things first, I would say these are the four best I have picked out here. We do have the Moto Z Play. This is a phone from Lenovo owned Motorola. It comes with some very nice features such as like a Moto mod ability. It's not the most expensive handset, and it comes with an amazing battery life. Probably the highest I've seen actually in terms of the raw longevity. So if you're looking for battery life, this is definitely your man here. It's also a very solid smartphone overall in terms of the camera, and the actual build quality with the glass back etc. feels very high end. So a very nice handset from Lenovo. We do have the Axon 7 as well, which I've only just got actually the other day. I've not had a chance to really review it, but already I can see that this is an amazing phone in terms of the speed, in terms of the build quality. I mean, absolutely fantastic. You're getting Snapdragon 820, 4 gigs of RAM, all for like about $300-400 depending on where you are. Amazing value for money with this one. It's coming with an AMOLED display as well, very high quality. So the Axon 7 is a fantastic buy if you're looking for that price range. If we're looking at the Huawei phones, we do have the P9 as well, which was a fantastic phone. It comes with a leak kind of technology, so this is obviously the camera tech. So it gives you fantastic black and white images, like in terms of your low light shots. Generally it's a very nicely built handset as well. Overall it feels sublime. The fingerprint scanner works fantastic, and it's joined as well by the P9 Lite, which I have actually included here. The P9 Lite is obviously the kind of lower end version, but the actual experience feels exactly the same as the P9 overall. I'd say the battery life is actually even better on the P9 Lite. The screen is exactly the same as well. Absolutely fantastic display on this one. So you can get these for about 200 kind of euros, so very affordable. Would have been nice if they had Type C with the P9 Lite, but I think that the P9 Lite is probably the best out of your lower end kind of phones. Like the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 Pro is also quite good, or Redmi Note 3 Pro, but I wouldn't say the software is probably as stable as what Huawei's offering. So I'd probably stick with the P9 Lite when it comes to the like budget blower. Next we do have the higher end phones. So we're going to go from the one which I really did enjoy recently, which is the Xiaomi Mi Mix here. As you can see, this is an edge-to-edge display, absolutely amazing screen ratio. It's just a shame that the rest of the phone doesn't really live up to the price tag. Like the camera is a little bit poor, but overall, it gives us a vision of the future when it comes to smartphones. Next, we do have the Pixel phone, which I have criticized a few times. It's a bit pricey, but it still offers you a very solid performance, and if you're looking for a premium flagship on Android, then this is definitely something worth considering. The actual camera I'd say is flagship level as well, probably the best you can get when it comes to say Android. Like the low light is mind-blowingly good. And obviously, because it's coming from Google, it's going to get the latest software update straight away. It's going to be the most secure probably. And if you're looking for an iPhone on Android land, you can't get better really than the Pixel phone. So I've also put the iPhone 7 Plus like next to the Pixel, which I found the iPhone 7 Plus offers a very solid performance. But it didn't really push things forward as much as I would have liked to have seen from Apple. They're usually, at the forefront when it comes to technology. It's a very solid smartphone. It comes with Apple A10, obviously, and waterproofing now. The actual performance still kills many high-end Android phones. And the camera is very solid. It's got a dual camera here, 3 gigs of RAM. I'd probably recommend the iPhone 7 Plus over the standard iPhone 7, but I am hoping for a little bit more, I think, from Apple in 2017. It's a little bit of a safe option. The V20 is a very interesting phone. It comes with a dual screen, obviously. The V10 was a fantastic phone. I really did enjoy that one. But I thought that the V20 could have followed on with the same kind of design here, which I would have liked to have seen the V10 kind of design. But nevertheless, it feels premium in the hand. It has a removable battery, quad DAC, and it's just overall a very solid Android phone. You will have to deal with the LG skin, which can be a little bit slow at times, but hopefully LG will continue to update it. It was the first to get Android Nougat, which is good, and hopefully it won't get any boot loop issues as well that a lot of handsets have been experiencing with LG for some reason. But next we do have the HTC 10, which came out I think in April of 2016. Very underrated handset if you ask me. Very high quality, perhaps launched a little bit expensive than what we would have liked, but overall was still bringing amazing stuff to the table, such as the boom sound, optically image stabilized camera, and this chamfering is still amazingly high quality. It is a little bit of a chunky handset, and I think I probably would have liked a 5.5-inch variant, but it's still among the best phones you can buy, I think, in 2016. Supports universal fast charging, very high quality 2K display. One of the best, no doubt. So we do go down to the top 3 of 2016, and at number 3 I do have the OnePlus 3T here, which it was a tough choice between this and the Xperia XZ, but I did put this at number 3 because in terms of the value for money, this is an absolutely amazing phone, although it has gone a little bit more expensive than what it would be able to be categorized as like a budget flagship if you ask me. Starting at €400 now, but it brings an amazing battery life, fantastic processor, 6 gigs of RAM, beautiful stock software. You can't really go wrong with it. I have done a water test and it still seems to be working fine. So it's a fantastic option if you're not looking to spend like €500-600. But I think generally for the next one, I'd like to see them, get the €300 price point, because that is what we want from OnePlus. Next, we do have the XZ, which has completely surprised me because it's been quite a disappointing year when it comes to Sony. But this one definitely makes up for the mistakes Sony's made in terms of being a highly attractive premium device, probably the best selling Android I've read in late 2016. And I think the only real compromise is the lack of RAM, like 3 gigs of RAM, but other than that we're getting a fantastic camera. It could have been a bit like 12 megapixel, like better for low light, but I think generally in terms of the good light, it's pretty much unparalleled, particularly the video recording. You're getting high res support as well in terms of the audio. and just a fantastic overall phone, you know. The screen's fantastic, the battery life's good, the charging's good. Sony really nailed it when it came to the XC, but I wouldn't say it was quite enough to top Samsung in 2016 with the S7 and the S7 Edge, which is why I put this as the fourth runner, the front boy of 2016. Now, I think that this phone is pretty much perfect in nearly every way. You could talk about TouchWiz, not everyone does like that. You know, you can talk about the battery saga on the Note 7, but generally, in terms of the screen, in terms of the camera, in terms of the speed, etc., the S7 Edge is still an amazing phone, even in late 2016, keeping up with many other manufacturers. So I think this is definitely like my best phone of 2016. Really, I would have made it my daily driver if it wasn't for the fact that I do like stock Android. So you know, it's still amazingly relevant even today. So the S7 Edge is you know, fully worth the price here. It was very expensive when it first released, but I think it was worth every penny, considering how many times, you know, I've done water tests with it and it's still functioning. So those, I think, are my top then of this year. You know, it's been quite an interesting year when it comes to Android, in terms of like the Note 7 debacle, and you know, some players going up, some players going down. But I think generally, you whatever phone you get nowadays, you're going to have a good performance, really, and that is something, you know, that we couldn't say many years back. Hopefully 2017 will bring more innovation and, you know, more interesting designs, like for example the Mi Mix, and hopefully the S8 will live up to expectation and won't have any issues with the battery. Hopefully LG will perform with the LG G6, and Sony will perform with their new XC in 2017. So hope to see some more good stuff as well from Motorola. I think new Moto X is on the horizon, and I hope that other manufacturers like Huawei and the ZTE, you know, make their phones available, because it's been very hard to get some of these handsets in. Like the Mate 9, for example, is pretty much impossible to get where I am, but I have tried. But yeah, you know, those are my picks, I think, for 2016. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do let me know. Hope you have a great new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.